Hi there, it's Albie. So today I want to share with you something that will really make your brain go upside down. Alright, check this out. So true wealth, being truly rich, is not about your bank account. It's about how excited you wake up every day and enjoy each day that you're given. You know, about a month ago, I was listening to a video by, I believe her name is Brene Brown. And one of the things that she said struck me really hard. She said, wealth is not about how much you can accumulate. Wealth, true riches, or being truly rich, is an experience. And it's about the ability to be able to give and to share out of abundance. And hopefully I got her quotes right. but if not, you're welcome to go check out her video about becoming, I think her video is called you can become wealthy today, or you can become rich today, or something like that. Anyway, I wanted to share with you some insights that have really affected my life as far as being excited on a daily basis and being rich in your heart and your spirit. And, you know, I believe that being rich in your heart and your spirit is a prerequisite to being rich monetarily. Now, it doesn't have to be that way. You can be rich in money, but, you know, there's a Bible verse that says that, you know, to some people, God gives riches, but he does not give them the ability to enjoy them. And like, wow, does that like get you thinking, right? Doesn't even give them the ability to enjoy them, all that wealth that they have. And so it's not about that. It's about enjoying what you've been given. You know, the video that Brene Brown had been sharing, she said something. She said, enjoying the richness of life that you've already been given. You know, it's money just is a tool that allows you to enhance the richness of life that you've already been given. And I thought that was incredible. And so let me give you a few little insights into leading a rich life. Okay, and yeah, we will talk about money a little bit, but think about these things, right? Think about whether you're really rich or not, right? Think about this. Do you have time, a little bit of time every day, just to enjoy what's around you? The trees, you know, time to look out the window and actually see the leaves, you know, fluttering in the wind. You know, that people tell you, you know, do you have enough time to smell the roses? Do you have enough time in your life to be able to just enjoy what's going on in your life, and to enjoy just simple things like the beautiful things that are around you, right? It's so important to be able to just have that, be rich in your heart and be thankful for the beauty around you. It's so awesome. There's so much beauty around us that we can just allow it to just sink in. But if we don't allow it to sink in, then, you know, when we get bigger and better, it still won't, not much of it will sink in anyway, and we'll still be discontent, because we'll always be wanting more, not able to enjoy and be thankful for what you have, right? Another thing, do we have the richness in our life to be able to just, and by the way, you know, that's a choice, to decide to take the time to prioritize our life so that we make time to enjoy our life, right? No matter how busy you are, you need to like prioritize that you are important and that you count, and you need to enjoy your life. What's the use of doing all this stuff if you don't even enjoy your life, right? Always just accumulating for later. That's like the person who God gives them wealth, but they don't enjoy it. Doesn't give them the ability to enjoy it, right? So take time to reflect and thank God for the things that you have. All right, number 2 is, you know, do we have a little bit of time each day to just enjoy the simple things like taking a walk, exercising, getting out of the house, maybe 2 or 3 walks a day where we get out and just walk and exercise and breathe the fresh air, and get the exercise that we need. Our health is important. These kind of things can mix together, right? Let's think of that, like, how rich are you in that ability to take control of your life and make that happen? Another thing, how rich are we in the work that we do? Do we love the work that we're doing? Do we feel like we're accomplishing the gift that God has given us in our life? For me, I don't know what your gift is, but I love travel, I love exploring, I love adventure, and I love anything that has to do with art, that has to do with that. I'm very artistic. I love writing anything about adventure or travel, and I love to write about it. Exploring. These are the things that I love to do. I also love video. I love to share with you guys my experiences, the traveling and exploring and adventures and how to make your life better. And that's the other thing I like to do, is I love helping other people to achieve their dreams and make their lives better. So any of those things get me fired up. I just come alive, and if you put that on my plate, I'm gonna love it and I'm gonna do it. You don't have to convince me that this is a worthwhile plan to do in my life. So think about, what are your gifts? What gets you excited? What do you think about on a Saturday morning when you don't have to go to work, right? What are things that you would like to do that you're not usually able to do because you just are so busy? Those are the things that you're going to excel at. Those are the things you're going to be amazing at. Those are the things you should be focused on so that you can become better at, because you're going to be really good at it. You're going to become very skillful at it. You're going to be amazing at it. So why not put some time and effort into that? See what I'm saying? Let's talk about the next thing. So work, how much do you enjoy your work? How rich are you in that ability to slowly develop time every day to do something that you love? I know it's important to pay the bills and so forth, be practical, but if you're not building your dream a little bit every day, you're letting that go to waste. You're letting your inner skill that God's given you go to waste, and you're just focused all day on money, and not what God has given you, the talent that God has given you innately inside of your heart and your being. Okay, so it's really important to go after your dream a little bit every single day. Another thing, let's see here. That's 3 or 4. I'm trying to remember them all. I'm actually heading down to Oxnard in California here to visit the beach a little bit, and it's a beautiful day, and I can't wait to see it. The winds have been going crazy here, and we've been having fires here in California lately, and that's not been all that great. But I'm thankful for this beautiful day to hang out and share with you, and to share some things that really meant a lot to me personally as well. Wow, I suddenly can't remember the other ones. I know I'm going to. Give me a second here. But let's see here. So I've talked about a little bit about your time, your enjoying your day, a little bit about your work, enjoying your work. I've talked a little bit about your health and going for a walk and enjoying your day. How about your mind? How rich are you in your mind? Your mind is your biggest asset. Your mind is so valuable. It's so beautiful. It's so amazing. There's a verse in the Bible that says, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And that's from the Psalms. And are we developing our mind and learning and becoming better and growing and allowing our minds to learn and become better and stronger and be able to be more productive and be able to, the word I'm thinking of is to, I guess productive is a good word, is to take advantage of the time that we have and make it into something really super useful, something valuable, to take that time and turn it into something valuable. And you can only do that if you grow your mind. And if you go out a little bit out of your comfort zone and become a better person and do some things that are a little bit hard and difficult and get better at it, become more skillful so that you can be more productive and more successful and also more wealthier, right? So, speaking about wealth, that's another one. How rich are we in actual money? The Bible says, don't worry about your food and your clothes and how much money you have, but be thinking about how you can advance God's kingdom. In other words, be a giver instead of a taker, right? If you're living your life for money, you're trying to just take, right? But if you're living your money for God and you're giving, wanting to give, then God, and having faith that God will give back to you, right? It's a completely different mindset, right? It's the getting or the giving. The giving is so important, that you give and learn to lean on God to give you the things that you need. It's been a really big lesson for me this year, is learning how to change that mindset. Even though I have goals, how rich are you in your goals? Do you have goals? Right? And I've had goals, monetary goals, how much money I wanted to make and so forth. And that's not bad, but at the same time, you have to remember to reach those goals by thinking about how much am I going to give, not about how much I'm going to take. How much am I going to give? And then let God worry about how much is coming back to you from others, right? I mean, you can be wise about it, but right, it's a mindset. It's a thankfulness. It's living in thankfulness. It's not living in poverty mindset. Well, you're trying to take every little scrap that comes your way, right? Living in abundance means allowing yourself to have faith that God's taking care of you, and He's going to pour and lavish His love back on you. As you give, God will give, right? So that's a mindset. Another thing is, how rich are we in God? All right, I've talked about your mind being your biggest asset, but actually I don't like to say God is your biggest asset, because it seems like it makes it out like we're using God to get something. But I do want to stress that God is so valuable and so important in our lives. How rich are we in faith that we can stand on what God says? We can stand on Bible verses in the Bible and say, what, God said this, I'm going to trust Him. How rich are we in faith, right? That God will keep His word about things that are very clear, that He says that He will provide and help us with, right? There's that verse I keep thinking about, seek not the wealth, the heathen go out running after the wealth of the world, but seek God's kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. So there's a verse, there's a promise. All these things will be added unto you if you seek God's kingdom and His righteousness, right? So there's a promise. How rich in faith are we to stand on that promise, right? That's another quality of being rich inside, right? As far as money, how rich are we in understanding what's going on in the economy, right? Do we know what's going on in the stock market? Do we know what's going on in our country? Do we understand? Are we saving money? Like God says, he who's faithful with little will be faithful with much. So how faithful are we with the money that we have, right? And learning how to save it, and learning how to invest it. And Robert Kiyosaki talks about the poor and the middle class. They spend their whole day, their whole time, their whole life working hard for money, but the rich make their money work for them, right? So if you don't learn, you have to learn how to invest your money in something that's going to give you good returns, right? So that's much smarter than just always working for the money, instead of finding ways to let your money work for you, right? And learning smart investments. And all you have to do is connect back with me, and I'll help you. I'll show you some really great things. Even, I thought to myself, well, do I have to invest a lot of money, in real estate and stocks and all this stuff? And, you just need to find things that you can afford. There are investments that you can afford, that you can invest with your money that you have right now. You can take a portion of that money and invest it in good investments that are right there in front of you, You just need some help maybe finding where they are. And I can definitely do that for you. I definitely know a lot of really great investments. I've made a lot of money back and a lot of returns on the money that I've invested. And especially I have a lot of really great programs that have helped me. One program in particular is my favorite program. I've made a lot of money from it, and it's got a community of people that really help you and care about you and want you to succeed. Every day we're on a conference call, and we connect with each other, help each other out, support each other, give each other encouragement. And then also later in the day, we have a training that helps us to become more skillful at accomplishing our dreams and goals. So if you'd like to know more about that, all you need to do is you can either email me back at SailingWithAlbie@gmail.com, and that's sailing like you go sailing on the ocean, with like you go with someone, Albie, A-L-B as in boy, I-E, SailingWithAlbie@gmail.com. And my website, and if you go to my website, I have a ton of materials and books and tools and all kinds of stuff for you. You just have to go to Grow Rich, right? Grow Rich dot, and don't forget the dot, growrich.work with Albie, A-L-B as in boy, I-E, growrich.workwithalbie.com, and you're going to be able to access all that stuff, be able to access the free mastermind, Grow Rich Mastermind call every morning. Get on there, connect with people like-minded that will really help you and encourage you, and start learning how to change your life a little bit every day. Now, I know there's more stuff I want to talk about, but I'm just going to leave it there right now. I think I've given you a lot to think about, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to be rich in God's love. That's the most important thing, to be rich in God's love. God's love is the most valuable thing, the most important thing, to realize that God loves us, and that we can take that love and pass it on to others. And I got the hiccup, sorry. And so that's such a beautiful thing, to be rich in God's love, and allow yourself to be rich in your heart, and all these other things will flow back to you, being rich in money and so forth like that. So I hope that encourages you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking with you and getting to know you personally, and helping you out. You have a great day. This is Albie. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the video if you got good value out of it. We want to be able to help this video get passed on to as many people as it will bless and make their lives better. So don't forget to click on that and everything else, subscribe and whatnot. And I really appreciate you, and we'll talk with you again soon, and look to see you on the next video. Bye-bye.